Alrighty, everybody, thank you for tuning in. Today I just pulled a 3D print off of my printer. This is the brand new gt3rs. This is designed by Coach Builder UA, and it is a really cool kit. I don't usually like Porsches, but this one spoke to me, so printed it up. Everything turned out really good. The detail that this thing has is really cool. It's got a pretty simple suspension system. Your wheels will go on like that, and then you'll have a little bit of height adjustment that you can make. I will probably have mine lowered just slightly, more of a track stance on the way that I have mine set up, but everything is pinned and goes in super cool with the way that it goes onto subframes or onto the chassis plate, and then the body itself is pinned to set right on top of it and go in, so that you got a really nice positive engagement. That's been a bit of a challenge with some of the 3D kits, is some of it's kind of floating and you don't exactly know where it's all going to fit. But this is a kit that I just printed off. I really like it, and I'm going to offer it on my online store if people are interested in it. Definitely send me a DM or an email, or contact me, and we'll get things set up to where we can get these printed off and out to you. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. So the most important part to 3D printed models as a kit is getting your sanding down right on it. Because of the nature of the 3D printing, you get kind of a topographical map look across the big body pieces. The way that I combat this is, one, the way that I print, it makes them a little bit more defined, but it makes them all in the same line as the body lines. So you can disguise a lot of those levels in your sanding, and you're sanding in the right direction to complement the body. So I know it goes against everything that everybody said, but it's the way that I choose to do it, and I have the best success with it myself and want to provide the best thing for everybody else as well. The next thing is I wet sand the bodies versus dry sanding, and that's simply for sandpaper consumption. The resin is super fine and it tends to plug up most sandpapers, but with the wet sand, it moves it right out of the way, makes it super easy to do. I started out with 400, 600, 800, then went to primer. Super easy. This is after the body is painted and cleared. Body was painted flat black, and then I used a inner coat from Display that I got from Scale Finishes to get the purple blue flop. The lands on the windows are super big, so they're super easy. Sorry for my bad camera angles. It does get better in the rest of the video, but it does get worse, so it does happen. Using a couple of colors that are going to complement the blue and the black to kind of give me the best of all. Interior, I used a Tamiya color. It's metallic gray. I love it for interiors because it gives just enough shine to look like plastic but not be ultra shiny. So got this all brushed on. I did two-tone the interior with a light blue color to complement the other side as well. Making sure everything fits right, which it did, no issues there. Here's the interior after it's dried up. There you can see the two-tone. And now I'm gonna prepare to put the carpet in. Use my keg cup, use my liquid resin, using flocking from Scale Finishes as well, and my tea strainer. So the big thing with this is it makes it super easy to do, and it's super fast, especially with the other 3D printing equipment that I have with my curing station and stuff like that. I can set this in probably maybe 45 seconds to be completely solid. I choose to go a little bit higher on that, where the other method you use your spray paint or your paint that you paint on, whether it be brush or airbrush or spray, and then you gotta wait for it to set before you can know what you're doing. This here, you can systematically do it piece by piece and make sure that you're getting enough coverage. The resin won't set until you add the UV light to it, so it gives you a huge window to work in while you're doing it. So I just do, panel by panel and build them up the way that I want them and how thick that I want them to be. The other advantage is if you need to go over with it more, you can come back in, and that's what I'm doing here. I got a corner that I wasn't real happy with, so I'm going to add a little bit more there and add some more flocking, and it works really, really well. Now normally this would have a back half cage and stuff like that. This I'm building as the box art model, so I didn't want to add anything that didn't come in the kit. I know flocking is one of those that it didn't come in the kit either, but I think every car should have carpet in it. Some more UV resin. The cup that I'm using here is clear. You can use black, you can use gray. The clear just gives you a more transparent color to whatever your base color is. And I found good success with it. Found a couple more spots here that I wasn't the happiest with, got them touched up, and here it is, nice and dry. No issues. Good to go. So now we're gonna start putting the rest of the interior together. It is quite detailed on the print. I'm super happy with that. The files were designed by Coach Builder UA. He does some really good work. I'm super happy with that, and super happy to be able to provide some of his products to everybody else. So this is the process of making windows. You print a buck, and then I vacuum form them so that you have glass pieces in your kit, and I think that's a really nice thing. Although these windows here, you could probably make them just out of sheet styrene quite easily with the way that they're shaped. So you print your buck, then I sanded it, and then I clear coated it with 2K, and then I wet sanded the clear to get it nice and flat and smooth to get the finish that I was happy with. This, I am making risers for the seats on this. I've since increased the size of the seats because they look just a little bit small. So the production kit actually has the neck size bigger seat, which fits in the interior much, much better. So more pieces going on. That is the glass pieces. You just cut them out with a pair of, I use Lexan scissors. That they're the ones that I've always kind of used for that. They work really well. So you just cut them to fit in size, and always take a little bit off and make another cut. Headlights. super cool with the way that they're designed. The kit does come with a cover that goes over the outside, although I did not use that in the display. I used just dip the resin in and hit it with the light technique is the technique that I chose to use on that. Just cleaning up any of the last little pieces that I needed here, and getting the rest of the tires printed up, painted up. I use Tamiya rubber. It's the one that I prefer. I like its shine. I like its sheen. Yellow calipers. I went with yellow accents on the inside as well. So I kind of just shared it up. Here's some stills, and I absolutely love the way that it turned out. If you want to get one for yourself, northwindcustoms.com is where I have them at. Come by, see what I got. I've got a lot of other stuff as well. So thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys on the next one.